So today I want to talk about one of the core aspects of the Digital Play Lab, and that is an initiative or a mission or a purpose to build one of the largest video games collections ever. And when I say that, I really want it to be seen as an effort to preserve and extend the hobby of collecting video games as well as playing video games. And my version of this collection is a sort of a collection that is built around a community where it is accessible to people, not for playing in their homes, but sort of a physical location where they could go and see the collection, like a museum, but more of a museum in the sense that they are able to interact with the games. They can play those games, they can touch those games, they can feel those games or consoles or accessories and all of that. And so this is an idea that I have been thinking for a very long time, because as I grew older, I was, finding myself in situations where I had less and less time to play games, but more and more time and a little bit of money to actually buy the games when, something that I was not able to do when I was growing up. And so I've sort of found solace in the idea of collections and collecting video games and consoles. And obviously, it is sort of an expensive hobby given the sheer volume of games and consoles and variations of each that exists. And some of them are really rare, so those are super expensive. And I have not gone into that territory yet. What I've done so far is I have collected a couple of hundred games for mostly for the PS3, the Xbox 360, the PS4, the Xbox One, the PS5, and the Xbox Series X. So I do have some PS2 games, even though my first console was one of the because it was so long ago, I don't exactly remember which one it was, but it was one of the cassette ones. And the first real console that I remember asking my parents to buy for me, specifically with a name, was the PS2. I think I was maybe 9 when I got the PS2, and I think the first game I played on the PS2 was 13 and Freedom Fighters, and then the third one was Need for Speed Underground 2, and then how the story went. And at this time, I don't have a PS2 console. I will obviously, hopefully, get it very soon. So this collection that I believe is a real core and integral part of the Digital Play project is to sort of start building a real collection, at least aim for collecting all of the games ever released for all of these consoles, and then maybe work towards creating multiple versions of these collections. And for this project right now, I am doing it myself with whatever finances I can invest in it. This is a passionate project. This is I'm not sure at this time how concretely it's gonna make money. It might due to some reasons, like if we are able to ever get a physical location and people are welcome to visit, and if it goes beyond a certain audience, then we could look at some ways to do that. But for now, what I want to do is start buying more and more games. I want to make some videos to show you guys what I already have and what I have acquired over the past week or month, depending upon my frequency of purchasing new games. And I honestly and strongly believe that a lot of people really also love just the collection part of games. Nobody, I think, can actually physically play all of the games that exist. Just given the sheer amount of hours it takes to complete a game, and it's a little sad, but most of us will probably never be able to finish our backlogs. But that's okay. There are a lot of games that I enjoy owning, but not particularly enjoy playing anyway. So that's fine. And I'm going to document my collection. There is a sheet that I have. I'm going to put it on the website, and I'm going to start updating it with more games that I acquire over the next, weeks and months and years as they go by. And that's what I believe is, like I said, one of the core and integral parts of the project, where we have a living, breathing collection that is updated online and other people are able to see it, review it, maybe compare their collections with it. And if other people, there are people who want to contribute to the collection in some way, then we can have a discussion on it. Because obviously, if it's my collection at this time, then it's mine. But if other people start adding to it, then it's the community's collection, and I'm more than happy to. That's the end goal. Honestly, it's not something that I want to own perpetually. It's something that I want to do for the community, for the hobby or video game preservation, collection, and playing. And so I am absolutely looking forward to working with whoever is interested in participating in this mission and this journey and this hobby. Honestly, it's still a hobby. It's just me now talking about it publicly and through videos and through blogs, and just doing it for fun because I'm already doing it. So I was like, let's talk to people, let's put it out there. I'm sure there are other people with far larger collections, with far larger reaches, already established fan bases, if you want to call them. But I was like, it's a community, it's people. I love this aspect of my hobby, and this is my primary hobby. It's my passion, and the feeling that I get right now for whenever I see a 60 GB fat PS3 console, because that might not have been the first console that I had as a child, but it was the most difficult one I had to convince my parents for. It was super expensive when it came out, and it was a huge jump from the PS2 with the card readers and the Blu-ray disc and the internal hard drive and Ethernet and that XMB view of the games collection, and the sheer difference in quality of the video games. And when I saw it, when I still see it, especially the fat console, and I still feel nostalgic like a little child. And if I pick up the console, and if I look at it, I feel like I'm looking at a friend that was with me when I was growing up. I think I was 13 when I got the PS3, and the first game that I played on the PS3 was MotorStorm. I still like MotorStorm. They made a couple of sequels out of it, but the first one still has a special place in my heart, in most of our hearts, because I think it was one of the few games that came bundled with the console. And so I think all of us have played MotorStorm. And yeah, it was a journey. I really loved it, and here's to hoping I can do something with making these videos and talking to you about it, and then documenting and updating the progress as we go. So thank you so much for watching.